Hello, amazing English learners. Welcome back to DonBright, where we make English fun, easy, and memorable. Quick question for you. Have you ever found yourself saying something like, I saw a dog, the dog is cute, the dog is small? Repeating the word dog over and over sounds a little boring, right? Well, that's where adjectives come to the rescue. They add color, detail, and life to your sentences. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into the world of adjectives. You'll learn all about the different types, the correct order to use them in, how to make comparisons, and we'll even cover some common mistakes to avoid. By the end of this video, you'll be using adjectives like a pro, making your English sound so much more natural and fluent. So grab a notebook and let's get started. First things first, what exactly is an adjective? In simple terms, an adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. It gives us more information about the person, place, or thing we're talking about. Adjectives answer questions like, what kind? For example, a beautiful car, a tall building, or a funny joke. They also answer, which one? Think of words like this, that, or my. For instance, that is my favorite book. And finally, they can answer, how many or how much. Words like too, few, several, some, or enough. You could say, she has 3 cats, or I have some coffee. A super common mistake I see learners make is confusing the adjective form with another word form. For example, saying she is very beauty. Beauty is a noun. The correct sentence would be, she is very beautiful, using the adjective. Always remember, adjectives describe nouns. Now that we know what they do, let's explore the different types of adjectives. There are quite a few, but we'll focus on the most common ones. First up, we have descriptive adjectives. These are probably what you think of first when you hear the word adjective. They describe the qualities or characteristics of a noun, like beautiful, tall, funny, or fast. For example, she has a funny smile, or that is a tall building. Next are quantitative adjectives. These tell us about the quantity of a noun, neither how much or how many. Words like some, many, few, several, and numbers like 2 or 3 fall into this category. You might say, I have 2 books, or there are few students in the class today. Then we have demonstrative adjectives. These are super useful because they point to specific nouns. The main ones are this, that, these, and those. For example, this bag is mine, or I like those shoes. They help the listener understand exactly which item you're referring to. After that, we have possessive adjectives. As the name suggests, these show ownership or possession. The words are my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. Simple examples are my car is red or their house is big. Another type is interrogative adjectives, which we use to ask questions. The key ones are which, what, and whose, for. Example, which book do you want? Or whose pen is this? They always come before a noun in a question. Finally, we have proper adjectives. These are derived from proper nouns, like names of countries or people. So, from America, we get the adjective American. From England, we get English. You might say, my favorite American movie is Avengers, or I am studying English grammar. Okay, so what happens when you want to use more than one adjective to describe a single noun? Can you just say them in any order? The answer is no. English actually has a specific unwritten rule for the order of adjectives. It can seem a bit complicated at first, but with practice it becomes natural. The general order is opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and finally purpose right before the noun. Let us look at a crazy example. She bought a beautiful, small, old, round, red Italian wooden dining table. Here, beautiful is the opinion, small is the size, old is the age, round is the shape, red is the color, Italian is the origin, wooden is the material, and dining is the purpose. Now, don't worry. You will almost never use that many adjectives at once. In everyday conversation, we usually use only 2 or 3. For instance, it's much more common to say something simple like, she wore a beautiful red dress, which follows the order of opinion then color. Or I bought 2 large new chairs, following quantity, size, and age. The key takeaway is to keep it natural. If it sounds strange, you might need to switch the order. Next, let's talk about comparing things using adjectives. This is where comparative and superlative adjectives come in. We use comparative adjectives to compare two things. For most short adjectives, we add "er" to the end, like taller or smaller. For longer adjectives, we use the word more before them, like more beautiful or more interesting. For example, my car is faster than yours, or this book is more interesting than that one. We are comparing just two items. Superlative adjectives, on the other hand, are used to compare three or more things. They show that something has the highest degree of equality. For short adjectives, we usually add "est" to the end, like tallest or smallest. For longer ones, we use the word most. For example, he is the tallest boy in the class, or this is the most delicious cake I've ever eaten. A common mistake is to mix these forms, like saying he is more tallest. Remember, it's one or the other. You can say he is taller or he is the tallest, but never both together. Another point of confusion for many learners is the difference between adjectives and adverbs. It's a classic mix-up, but the rule is simple. Adjectives describe nouns, while adverbs describe verbs, adjectives, or even other adverbs. Adverbs often tell us how an action is done, and many of them end in lie. Let's look at an example. In the sentence, she is beautiful, the word beautiful is an adjective because it describes she, which is a pronoun. But in the sentence, she sings beautifully, the word beautifully is an adverb because it describes how she sings. It describes the verb sings. Here is a funny example to help you remember. Saying I run quick is technically incorrect in formal English. Quick is an adjective. Since you are describing the action of running, you should use an adverb. I run quickly. Let's quickly review some of the most common mistakes people make with adjectives so you can avoid them. First, using double comparatives or superlatives. I often hear she is more prettier than her sister. Since pretty is a short adjective, you just add "er." The correct sentence is she is prettier. You don't need more. Another one is mixing up comparatives and superlatives. For instance, he is tallest than me. When comparing two people, you need a comparative, not a superlative. The correct way is he is taller than me. Also, be careful with uncountable nouns. Many learners say, I have many money. Money is an uncountable noun, so we should use much, not many. The correct sentence is I have much money. A great tip to keep in mind is to always ask yourself, what am I describing? If you're describing a person, place, or thing, a noun, you need an adjective. If you're describing an action, a verb, you probably need an adverb. Alright, time to put your knowledge to the test. I have a few practice exercises for you. I'll read a sentence with a blank, and you have to choose the correct word to fill it in. Ready? Number 1. She has a beautiful or beautifully dress. Number 2. This is the most big or biggest building in town. Number 3. I want those or them shoes. And number 4. My car is faster or fastly than yours. Take a moment to think about your answers. Go ahead and write them down in the comments section below. I'll check them and give you feedback. Your engagement really helps this channel grow and allows me to create more of these fun, easy and long-form lessons for you. So if this lesson helped you understand adjectives better, please give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to DonBright so you don't miss out on future lessons. For extra practice, comment with one sentence of your own using an adjective you learned today. Adjectives are what make English so colorful and expressive. The more you practice them, the more natural and fluent your sentences will become. Thanks for learning with me today. This is DonBright, and I'll see you in our next video, Parts of Speech Part 6, where we will explore adverbs in more detail. See you then.